All right, Shalom. I want to start off as always, man, by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Racha HaKodash, the abundance unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love unto the brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity, and also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And in this morning's lesson, I wanted to read the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 17 down to verse 27, just for time's sake. All right. But these couple of verses here are very powerful, especially concerning how we should conduct ourselves in the faith according to the scriptures. So without further ado, I'll get into this here. And Lord willing, this is edifying to you brothers and sisters out there, all right? So going here to Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 17, it says, "This I say therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, and the vanity of their mind." So when you come into the faith as a beginner, or even if you got a couple of years under your belt, we're commanded not to walk, meaning to conduct ourselves or live as a Jake in the world will live his life, okay? Somebody who's not in the faith. We shouldn't live like that, Paul says, in the vanity of their mind. Meaning what? These individuals lack the wisdom, the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So they're ultimately living their lives based off the flesh. And we know according to the scriptures that the flesh has many wicked passions. And this is why you see so much filth, so much abominations here in America. The vast majority of Americans are living off the flesh and the vanity of their mind. They're into witchcraft. They're into, same-sex intercourse. They're into bestiality, incest. They're into having intercourse, with trees and plants, trying to make the plants grow by having intercourse with the plants, or trying to clean the water by having sex with the water. I mean, this is vain stuff. And it's sad that you got certain jakes who are into that wicked, crazy lifestyle. All right? But as a believer, man, once you cross over into the faith, you are commanded to pretty much get rid of that old man, get rid of those old customs, that old lifestyle that you once had. Now, it's a process, okay? But the Lord do give us a mind to pretty much have a dislike towards certain things, man. All right? Like a case in point for me. In the world, right? I did a bunch of stuff, gang bang, everything. All right. Kicking those, bro, coming into the faith, that stopped immediately for me. Okay. It wasn't I had to, wait or what. No, it was immediately I stopped. Okay. Now certain things I struggle with. But as far as for me, like, like gang banging and being into the street life, that shit stopped immediately. And my homeboys noticed it, from the world. They knew, like, bro, like, you don't, you don't want to smoke no, you don't want to come do this? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good. Now, they ain't look at me sideways. They were like, bro, what, like, yeah, bro, I'm good, bro, But for certain brothers, certain things are hard to shake off, all right? And we all got our own battles. But once you cross over into your Howard Shire, brother, you got to let go of all that stuff, man, okay? And you got to pray, all right? And you got to separate yourself from certain environments, okay? If you're a brother who struggled with, women, or in the world, you commit adultery a lot, you're so-called pretty boy, women always approaching you. Now, you can't stop you can't stop a woman, from like coming up talking to you or whatnot, but you don't want to put yourself in certain environments, man, all right? To where you know that, okay, it's some hoes in here, and and you struggle with hoes. And as soon as a woman, offer you some coochie, you take it. You ain't ask her for no boyfriend. Oh hell yeah, come on. You can't be like that, man, because it's gonna lead to some adultery. We know that the vast majority of these women got men. I don't care what a hoe say out her mouth, she got a nigga, bro. Usually they'll say, "Oh, um, it's difficult right now," or "I'm just doing me." They don't want to come out and say that they got a man. But trust me, brother, they got a nigga, bro. And this is why we got to get the hell out of Babylon, because you really don't know if she got a nigga or not. Okay? Until you find out later, that she cheating or some BS. It's it's all jacked up, brother. But the point being is that if you're a brother who's struggled with a certain thing, you want to try to abstain from that, right? As much as possible, just so that you can get better, man. All right? Find new hobbies. That's what I did. I found new hobbies to get into instead of, doing the old stuff that I did in the world. So it says here again, this I said, therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their mind, having the understanding darkened. Right? So they have an understanding, but their understanding is darkened. Okay? It's a wicked understanding that's not of the scriptures. So when you hear Jake say off the wall crazy stuff, you're like, bro, what are you talking about? But to them, that's understanding. That makes sense in their head. But we see life through the scriptures. So we're like, bro, what the hell are you talking about? Crazy, right? But whatever, man. Don't live like a nigga live. Okay? It says, having an understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of the Most High, meaning they're alienated from the truth. Right? It says, through the ignorance that is in them, because of the blindness of their heart, meaning of their spirits, man. The Most High, he pretty much blocked Jake off from his word, right? He left him in the dark. It says, who being past feeling, have given themselves over unto lasciviousness, to work all uncleanness with greediness. And that's what happened unto you when you don't have the word in you, man. You get into all kind of lasciviousness, all kinds of uncleanness, and pretty much you through. Okay? I mean, brother, the stuff that Jake is doing in the world today, man, it's like, bro, the most I'm gonna destroy this place is like tomorrow or some shit. It's so bad out here, bro. It is so bad in this world. I mean, it's hard to come across so-called decent people that got standards, and somewhat morals. Most people you encounter, man, are just lowlifes, bro. Like, no boundaries, no morality, no sense of shame and humility. It's just all wickedness. And this is why, as a believer, bro, you want to try your best to abstain from a lot of things, man. To hell with the world, to hell with all these damn people, bro. And especially, don't let no woman drag you into some worldly stuff, bro. Now, certain things, you do certain things with your woman, bro, but don't let her drag you. The summertime coming up, right? These women like to travel. They want to travel a lot. She want to go to Miami. She want to go to Cancun. She want to go here. She want to go there, and buy this and buy that. Go on a cruise, on a cruise ship. They want to do everything in the summertime. Do not let no woman do that to you, Ox. Now, if you want to do something with your girl, okay, cool, but don't let her drag you along, bro, and have you, here and there, and you spend a lot of your damn money. You get behind on the bills, right? Or you're frustrated. Don't let it happen, man. Use wisdom, bro. Okay? It says, but ye have not so learned Hamashiach. If so be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahushua, that ye put off concerning the former conversation, meaning put off your old conduct, okay, the old way that you lived, right? It says the old man, which is corrupt, according to the deceitful lust. So the person that you was in the world, whomever you was, whatever you was doing, it was corrupt. And it was led by deceitful lust. So why would you want to be that old man? And why would you want to keep some of those old ways? No, you got to crucify all that stuff. Okay, all of it was trash. Okay, all of it, everything I did in the world, that shit was trash, man. Okay, I wasted my damn time standing on the corner. All that, bro, a waste of time, bro. But the Lord had us, do all those things, for His word's sake, suffering the curses and whatnot. But yeah, man, it's nothing, bro. Right? Verse 23 says, "And be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on that new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness." So the Most High wants us to renew our minds. Okay? He don't care about the flesh. He wants you to change your mind. Right? Now, bodily exercise does help out, and brother, you need to be exercising. Okay? Some brothers do got some serious, health, stuff going on. And unfortunately, right, they can't do certain things. Okay? But if you're an able-bodied brother, all right, you need to be trying to eat right, trying to work out, bro. If you can afford a gym membership, get you a gym membership. If not, get your ass up, go outside, go walk or something, bro. You shouldn't be no out of shape brother, man. No brother should be, obese or, no, man. Fix that, okay? Fix that to the best of your ability, Fix it to the best of your ability, man. Don't just sit there and complain and pout and make excuses, man. Get your ass up, go do something, all right? You're going to feel better, man. You're going to feel way better, okay? But the Lord wants us to renew our spirits, okay? Change our minds, all right? Cleanse our ways. And how do you cleanse your way according to the scriptures? It says by taking heed unto the word of the Most High. So you got to take heed to the word, man. All right? Do what the scriptures say so that you can renew yourself, right? Because we're coming back into righteousness, man. This is not something that we grew up learning, So with coming into this thing, you got to humble your soul, have some discipline, man, and control your flesh so that you can learn righteousness, okay? It says, "Wherefore putting away lying, speak every man truth to his neighbor, for we are members one of another." So don't be lying to one another. It says, "Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath, neither give place to the devil." So it's okay to be angry sometimes. We have certain issues, problems come up. Okay, cool. But don't let the anger, just marinate. Right? This is what Paul pretty much saying. Don't let it just marinate, because once you marinate anger and bitterness, then you're opening up the door for more things to happen. Things go left. Then you got strife and contention and bickering amongst men and all this petty shit. Just let it go, man. Okay, go for a walk or something, right? But the point being of that is that the Lord wants us to change our lives, okay? And that's all around, man. Find some new hobbies, brother, okay? If you're good at drawing, shit, draw some more. If you're good at, doing music, shit, do music. But you want to try to find new things to do instead of getting into the ways of the old man, all right? Because it's only going to lead to you pretty much doing something that you ain't got no business doing, and the angels of the Lord watching you, and you may get judged harshly, okay? So I'll close out with that. Lord willing, to was edifying. I'll praise you, how about Shema Shai. Shalom.